In this video, we're going to be taking apart this Redcat MT18 to try to figure out we're trying to go why it's making this noise and not getting traction. We are guessing. Oh, we got some crunchy gears. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Troy. This is RoadsideRC. You'll tend to find me bashing or crawling or drifting or racing, plus doing product review videos and how-tos. And in this video, we're clearly diving into the MT18. I'm guessing transmission gears, maybe metal transmission gears needed. Let's take it apart and see what we find. So first things first, I'm noticing that the diffs are working just as they should. I don't hear any clicking. I don't hear any issues like that. If I spin the wheels the same direction, then it forces everything to work through here. No clicky sounds, no nothing. And it rolls smoothly, so I don't have anything jammed. Gotta get the body off. I don't have anything jammed. But clearly something between the motor, because the motor spins. Oh, and the output of the transmission is dead. So we're going to take it apart. I am guessing RER 30480. These are the Redcat steel upgrade gears for the transmission. I'm guessing that's what we're going to need. Let's get the battery out of it, turned off, and start looking at dropping that transmission out of it. To do this job, small tools, magnetic tray to capture all of your screws, thread locker in a couple places where you're going to need it. I used the needle nose, small screwdriver, big screwdriver, just to help with the alignment and getting off of some of the drive shafts and stuff like that. You're going to need that. 1.5 millimeter hex driver gets you everything otherwise. And I've used this Hodo electric screwdriver. I've used it for a long time. Love it with that paired up. And then I use some RC Utter Butter on the gears on the inside. This is what you need for this job. I'm going to start with these 1, 2, 3, 4 screws on either side, and we're going to note that this screw is actually in the uppermost hole. It's actually an adjustment that you have here for where the upper control arm mounts is either in the upper spot or the lower, and we are going to make sure that we put it back in that upper spot. Now it's allowed to get a little bit squirrely because as we take those screws off, we're also taking where these upper links, the one right here, 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 and here mount. So you can see this one's already fallen out. We're about to pull this down and all those links are going to start flopping all over the place. This is a good opportunity to take a picture before you pull it out, just to make sure that there's no confusion when you go back to put it together here in a few minutes. Now look at that. We are all the way separated apart. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws is then going to get us that transmission off that center skid. Alright, and now if everything's right, we should be able to pop it there. Alright, and because of how these drive shafts are mounted, we actually do need to take the drive shafts loose as well. Alright, drive shafts loose, transmission loose. But of course, it's still plugged in, so we're going to unplug the wire up there. Aha! We now have the transmission all the way separate. I'm going to go ahead 1, 2, 3, 4 screws on this side in order to get this half of the transmission case apart. Alright, moment of truth. I expect to open this and see some crunchy gears. Let's see. I see a tooth of a gear over here. Oh, that one's missing some teeth. I think we might have found our issue here. Let's go ahead and take these the rest of the way apart, being very careful as we take them apart, so that we know how they need to go back together with the new gears. So we're going to take this gear out, so that one goes in the bottom. I'm going to put them in order right here. Then this gear, which is missing a bunch of teeth. Oh, that's our main culprit right there. And then we will pull this one out. Okay. Now I'm going to get a little screwdriver along with this towel, and I'm going to clean out a lot of that grease and stuff in there. I don't really care that much about the grease or needing fresh, but I want to make sure there's no little chunks of gears left over in there. Confirming now that yes, definitely some teeth missing off these gears, and so now what we're going to do is just, you know, size them up side by side with their replacements that we see here in the metal gear kit. Oh yeah, having teeth on your gear, definitely a good thing. On this center shaft, the side here with the kind of nub pointing out on it, pop that bearing off, and then that old gear will slide off, new gear, slide right back in its place, put that bearing right back on it. There we go. In here, down at the bottom, was this gear running off the motor. Second was smooth shaft down, metal teeth going in there. And then was this shaft. Put those in together, long shaft in. Now look at that, fancy dancy metal gears all in there. Now before we put this all back together, have some of this Cow RC Utter Butter. So I'm going to take just a little bit of that on a screwdriver. We're going to just spread it here through the gears. What I'm hoping for with this stuff, I don't have a lot of experience with it yet, but what I'm hoping is a little bit of waterproofing, a little bit of easier, smooth running. So we're going to spread it on all the gears that are in here. As you're putting your drive shafts on here, of course, you're going to want to make sure that you line up the hole with the flat side of the shaft. It has two different flat sides there. You're going to want to really line that up. But then also, this is going to be that little metal set screw into a metal piece. Highly recommend you grab some thread locker to put on there. There clearly was some from the factory because they were difficult to get off. Highly recommend that you get some on there so that it doesn't come off on you. I realized as I was putting my drive shafts back on here that from the factory they were set up like this, with this thicker part towards the transmission and the telescoping thinner part down near the axle. And I put this one on backwards. Now, honestly, I don't know if that matters or not. So we'll see. I'm going to get it on and we're going to see if that part rubs anything. But if you're putting it together, probably want to put the fat part back towards the transmission again like it came from the factory. And there we are, all back together. I skipped past a lot of the install because the rest of the install honestly was just the exact reverse of the removal. So that was all pretty straightforward, bolted right back up. Everything still spins as it should. So now it's time to get a battery in it and let's see if the thing moves on it. Oh, there we go. Back up and running, ready to have some more fun. I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any issues with your Redcat MT18 gear sounding crunchy in there, think you need to do the steel gear upgrade, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about what I did or anything like that, please leave them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer as much as I can. If you've done this and you have some tips or tricks that you think other people should know, leave them down there as well. That'll be good. And if you're curious about anything else with this truck or anything like that, there'll be a playlist popping up over here to your right. I hope to see you in one of those videos. Thank you for watching and goodbye.